In this lecture, we will see how we can append multiple Excel files. So I have a folder called D&D, and there are three workbooks in this. We have February, March, and January. If I open the first one, you will see there are 7 headings and 10 records. And similarly, in the other two workbooks as well, we have the same 7 headings and 10 different records. So that was January, and this one is March. Our objective is very simple. We want to combine all the 10 records from each of the three workbooks and combine it into a master file, which means that the master Excel file will have 30 different records in it. To do this, we will first import a library called glob, and then we say glob.glob, and then we have to put the folder path. So let's copy this and paste it. Remember, the slashes have to be reversed. And after D&D, because we only want to select a certain file extension, we will have to write *.xlsx. Now you might argue and say, why do we need it? But imagine a possibility where there were multiple files in this folder. For example, I'm just going to select a different Excel file and put it in the same folder. Now we only want the 3 files that are starting with the word sales. So we will have to say that it should be sales*.xlsx. We're using the asterisk here as a wildcard character. That means that inside the D&D folder, the file name should have an extension of .xlsx, and the file name should start with the 5 letters SALES. Let's run this, and if you notice, very smartly it is only giving me the 3 files that are starting with sales. Then we say all data is equal to a panda data frame, and then for f in glob.glob, and I'll just copy the entire thing here. We will write our data frame is equal to panda.read excel f, and then all data is equal to all data.append the data frame, and we want to ignore our index is equal to true. Okay, so when I run this, there is an error. Let's quickly check. Okay, 1 second. All right, so we run this. Now, right now you don't see a result, but now when I write all data dot describe, you will see it tells us there are 30 values. Remember, we had 10 each in all the 3 files, so this is the 30 that you're able to see. Another way to see the result would be to write all underscore data dot head. Now by default, the head will only show you the first 5 records, but you can also put in a number of your choice. If I say 30, then it shows me all the 30 records like this. Do remember, the first one is going to start in an index position of 0, and that's the reason the final value is 29. We have another file in our folder. This is customer status, and this is a companion file. So you notice here we have some account numbers, the name and the status. Now what we need is to find out for these account numbers that we have, what is the detail? That means we want to get the status here. Let's see how we do this. So here we want to do a merge, which would be a VLOOKUP on Excel or a left outer join if you're doing a merge operation. So let's first say status is equal to pd.read underscore Excel, and then we will select our path. Let me just copy this from here. And we want to choose the file called customer status. Okay. So when I run this, you notice it gives me a list of the 16 account numbers, names and status that I have. What we need to do now is to write all data is equal to pd.merge all data then we have status and how is equal to left. So all data underscore status dot head, and when we run this, you would notice that it is, in fact, let me just make this 30. Okay, so you will notice it is giving me the account number, name, SKU, quantity, unit price, extension price, and the date like earlier, but we also have the status with us. Very cool, right? For example, it is telling me that 412290, right? Wait a moment. Okay, so it is telling me that 412290 has a status of bronze. Now how do we know this? Because if we look at our data set, you would notice that 412290 does have a status of bronze, which basically means that in our original data set, we went through this row by row and we searched for the commonality or the key between the two data sets, and we managed to extract the status for us. Remember, this is a VLOOKUP that you would have done on Excel or a merge that you would have done on SQL using a left outer join, but we can do the same thing here as well.